Alright, hey guys, it's Adriana. So, I'm gonna do one full submission video this time around instead of like everybody's cards as they come in. So it's a little bit easier. These cards will be shipped out tomorrow at about 3 p.m. So everybody's cards will be sent out tomorrow, and everyone will have a tracking number so we can obsessively update everyone's tracking as they get sent to PSA. So the way that PSA submissions work, the tracking number is to show the package is getting delivered to PSA. Once the package is delivered to PSA, it takes about 4 to 5 days. That is business days, so once the weekend hits, those don't count. But once they are delivered, so deliver date, add 4 days, and then that is the receive date. So once the receive date hits, then the 45 business days counts from that day to the day I get them back. Okay, so the last round came back extremely quickly, like I was blown away. So normally it doesn't happen. So this will hopefully be a normal round. So 45 days, guys, is the normal turnaround time. But it can be about 30 days. So give or take about a month is usually what I give people. I will be as transparent as possible. You guys can text me, call me, message me, whatever you guys are comfortable with. Hey, if there's any updates, anything, I will message you as soon as I hear something. Grade reports, the way that those work, they will send me a message, let me know what everybody's cards were given as grades. As soon as I get that list, I will message you, I will send a post, and let you know, hey, this is what I got, this is what your cards get. And usually when I get that report, I get the cards back within about a week. And then from there, as soon as I get payments for return shipping, I will have your cards sent out as soon as I get them. And usually takes about 3 to 4 days for you guys to get your cards back from that point. So once we get everything cleared out from then, you guys will have your cards back and usually no issues whatsoever. So first start off, I have, I think 5 or 6 people, nope, 3, 6, 9 people this time around, plus one person from last time who I'm going to resubmit their card. Hopefully this time it gets graded. If it does not, unfortunately that person forfeits their card, and for some reason PSA will not grade that card. So this is a special submission for that person. I will not be charging them to have this card graded. So here it is again. I am paying for this grade since they paid for it one time. I will be paying. This is not a normal thing, so don't ask me to pay for your card to get graded again. This is just something I'm doing. So this card, like I said, has a square side and then regular side on this side. So we are going to see if maybe they'll grade it this time. If they don't, they can do a custom capitalization, which is I believe like $5 or $6, and they can put it in a normal case like this one. Like, oh, look at this. Like, I traded a couple of my graded cards to get this one because I love this thing. I'm really excited to have that one. So there we go. We got this one. So that's one of these cards. So here we go. You guys, this person has 6 cards, I believe. Here we go. Sculpica. Skull Florat. Please. There we go. We got Carp and Gyarados Pika. Love these guys, so cute. Goldstar Vaporeon. I believe there is another one actually in this grading submission too, so we got a lot of really expensive cards this round. I'm really excited. And first edition Shining Kabutops. Get some shinage. There we go. Looks good. This person, they had a couple cards asked me to look through and see, so they pulled a couple cards. If you guys want me to look over cards, I have no problem doing that if you're a little question if you really want to grade them or not. So they did pull a couple of cards out. Shadowless Wartortle, Shadowless Squirtle, Shadowless Lass. I think they're going for some 10s, so Imposter, Professor Oak, Shadowless, Japanese, Lugia, First edition Venomoth. So there is scratching on the hollow. That is something to keep in mind, guys. If there is scratching or scuffing on the hollow, that is going to affect your grade significantly. So heads up for future graders. Reverse hollow, Legendary Collection, Dark Slowbro. Typhlosion. I'm going to switch this out, just a heads up, guys. If you guys have writing on the penny sleeve, try to switch it out for yourselves. I gotta do this. I'm completely blindsided when I notice that right now. And we got a secret rare. Ninetales GX. Good stuff. And here we go, this person. I believe they have 8 cards. So, base it. Oh, don't believe that should be in his pile. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. So this one he actually pulled himself, but I was looking at it and he was pretty excited. But I don't think it's going to get a 10, guys. I don't even think it's going to get a 9. There is silvering along it, and there's actually damage on the top of the card. So I'm interested to see what this is going to come back. But he did pull it from a pack recently himself, so I'm really excited. The foil itself looks awesome. We got an M, Charizard EX, Japanese Dragonite, Dark Dragonite, sorry, Hunter, First Edition, Erica's Clefable, Mew EX, First Edition, no, this is non-hollows, no, 31, First Edition. Alrighty. This person, unfortunately, they did have special request for a couple grades, but then they had a First Edition Shadowless Charizard, and they had it, we're going to do a crossover grade. When I got the card and realized that the seal inside of the card, now if you don't know anything about grading other cards or even PSA really in depth, inside of a card is, the card is encased with an airtight seal. It's like a plastic kind of seal. And so if you break this case, the card is actually protected on the inside. Now, the reason why the card is sealed inside is to make sure that it's waterproof and airtight so that the card never folds or curves. So if you've ever had a card hollow, it folds and warps with the air and stuff like that. So if anything ever happens to the case, or like if it cracks, like if you notice this one here is cracked, so I'm going to have this recased because the inside of it is, the card can get damaged. So that is what happened to this case. So either someone tried to open it, or they were trying to tamper with it, or something like that happened over the time, and the card had been sliding up and down, back and forth, and damaged the card over time. And they bought it like this, not knowing. And so when I got it, and I asked them, I'm like, hey, has anybody ever tried opening this? And sure enough, they had no idea what they were talking about. So, fortunately, they were having to return the card and, deal with that. But luckily, since they did send it to me, they found out that, this is not a good card to have. But it would have been really great to cross-grade a Beckett 8 First Edition Shadowless Charizard, but maybe next time. But these are their cards. These are regular submission cards. So we're going to go through and see what we got here. Secret rare. Got a couple Charizards. These are both reverse hollows. So remember, PSA is really picky on Charizard, guys. So if you're sending in Charizards, be super picky when you're looking. This is the pre-release. So we got set. This is a secret rare Charizard. And then they have the National Championship. So you can see the symbol right here. We got a Blastoise from Fire Red and Leaf Green. 104. See, it's an EX. Then we got a couple base sets. So these are actually really hard to get 10s in. So And we're like, oh, why are you sending in base set? But if you can get 10s in these, it's pretty cool. Got a couple shadowless stuff. This is the red cheek one. Hoping for some 10s on these. We got a shadowless Neo King. Blastoise. Number 2. And like I said, base this Charizard, so PSA is going to be real picky, guys. Real picky. And a Venusaur. So we got the main 3 there. One more shot for you guys. See what they're hoping for, some 9s and 10s on the old school stuff. Be pretty sweet. And like I said, unfortunately we don't have that that base set one. So let's go through this one. This submission video is going to be 2 sets because there's so many cards in this round again. It's not as big as the last one, but I still want to make sure we have enough time to go through everyone's cards, not speed through. A couple of these are upside down, so I'm gonna do them upside down. Here we go. Alright, so this guy has a couple. He sent with me last time. I had a real great turnaround. So this is the second time sending ever. Here we go. This is Hollow. This is the Evolutions one. And we got a first edition. So the stamp is a little different. It's not a gray stamp, but it is a little off on the stamp. So if you know anything about first editions, so a gray stamp is actually a little lighter. You can definitely tell it's gray. It's not black. So that's actually pretty cool. If you ever see a gray stamp, I do have some in my own collection. If I find one, I will definitely show in the next video. So first edition Tangela, Charizard EX Full Art, M Charizard EX, M Charizard EX 13. And then the last time he did grading, he did a secret rare, so this one is just the regular. But like I said, he had a great turnaround the last time. So first edition Champ, first edition, here comes Team Rocket, and first edition Dark Hypno. So hoping for good grades again for this guy. Be really cool. And in this video, I'll show you, I always show one card of mine that I'm sending. So people ask all the time, how do I keep the card rates low for everybody to do their submissions? I have to send in a very large amount of cards every single time that I do these submissions to make the prices of my submission rate low for everyone. When I say a large amount, I have to send in at least 30 to 50 cards. So when people are like, man, how are you doing it? I put in a pretty decent amount for you guys. So just keep that in mind, just to know. So when I show you a couple cards, you know, I'm showing you a couple. Just a few, just a very tip of the iceberg. So here we go. So Blaine's Charizard, yay, Blaine's Charizard. So this is actually the corrected version. Here we go. So you can see that it has the all fire energies. You can see right here. Most of them that you'll come across have a fighting symbol right here, but this one has all fire energies. So it's actually a little bit harder to come across. Now this grade is not going to get that very good. You see there's a lot of edging all the way across. And I know that, so that's okay. I'm thinking it's going to get probably like 7, maybe. So I'm okay with that. So that's this card for the submission. So if you have any questions, contact information, we're going to go over this card in the next video. So this is submission video number 1 for the June submission. Sorry guys, June. Next part, we're going to go over the next set of cards. Thanks.